Dude, welcome to the Harry and Gizmo Show.
Welcome to the Harry and Gizmo Show, the Hag Show. Shout out to all the hags out there.
Hell yeah, hags, dude. Those are our fans, the hags, the Harry and Gizmo Show fans.
We got a couple hags out there.
Comment if you're a hag, dude. Say, hag checking in, dude. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends to watch this fucking podcast. I feel like it's pretty good. The last one we both felt was pretty shitty. Afterwards, it wasn't as bad as we thought, dude. And then I listened back, and the only bad part was like we talked about bowling, and then like towards the end of the episode, I was like, "Oh, dude, let me tell you about the bowling thing," and I totally forgot that I had already told you about the bowling, which is pretty cool. Speaking of bowling, I think I'm going tonight with my son.
You're going tonight? You're gonna school his ass on some bowling?
I think we're gonna go to some cosmic bowling. He's only 3 years old, but my wife and my daughter are out of town again this weekend, so they went to the airport last night. Dude, they were.
Oh shit! Relapse time.
No, relapse time. No. Yes, it is. No, I've been good, dude. I've been a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found a quit paying for poker. Found a new free poker website. Haven't been doing drugs.
So you're dropping your wife off at the airport?
I was gonna drop my wife off at the airport, but then I was fucking tired, and it was like 10:30. And then when she lands on Sunday, it's like midnight, and I was like, "You can just drive to the airport."
Yeah, you could park there. Just pay the fee.
Pay the fee, exactly. So she just drove and paid the fee. I didn't feel like dropping her off. Also, my son would have had like a big old meltdown. So.
Damn! So you had to keep him home. You didn't want to leave. Yeah,
he would be bummed if his mom and his sister got to go somewhere without him.
Oh, damn! Did they even tell him?
We told him where he was going. Yeah, they went down to Dallas to visit my sister-in-law for my niece's first birthday.
Yeah.
So they went down to celebrate her first birthday today. Shout out Scotty. Happy birthday, Scotty.
Happy birthday, Scotty.
My niece, yeah.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, dude. It was, so me and my son be chilling. He's at school right now, which is why we're able to podcast. I'm pretty happy about that. Got some chores done today. I woke up, slept in, woke up, smoked some weed. Woke him up, slept in a little bit, got him ready for school, took him out to school, but then I immediately had to go to the DMV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DMV sucks.
Dude, I made this appointment like weeks ago. So I got a vanity plate, and to pick it up, you have to make an appointment. So I made an appointment. It was for 9:30. I get there at like 9:15. I've checked in, and it's like, you're good. And then on the website, it's like, it'll be 9 minutes until you're up, right?
Yeah.
And then it went down to like 4 minutes. It went down to 2 minutes, up back to 4. I was waiting for 45 minutes before they finally called my name. It was 10 o'clock so half an hour after my appointment. And I'm just going to bitch. Like, I get it. But what's the point of fucking making an appointment if they're not going to, be open? Yeah. Or like if they're not going to be ready for you when you're there at 9:30. And so they called my name. And I go up to the counter, and there's like 4 people that they called at the same time and the dude was like, we'll put you back in line. And I was like, whoa. I better not be at the bottom of the list. He's like, you won't be. And I was like, I've been waiting for 45. He's like, everybody's been waiting. I'm like, yeah, I know, but.
Yeah, but look at the app, motherfucker. It says I was supposed to be served 50 minutes ago.
It's been saying 1 minute for the last 30 fucking minutes, dude. I'm a little annoyed here with your technology and how it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
So the DMV's bullshit.
DMV's fucking whack, dude. I hate that shit when you place a reservation or you book an appointment at a spot and they're not on time. Yeah. You know where that happens to me?
Where does that happen to you?
Fucking Little Caesars.
Little Caesars for real?
Yeah, bro. I be getting fucked over at Little Caesars, like, because I have the app. I get notifications from these fuckers every day. And then so they get my ass, though. And like the other day ago, I placed an order for like 3 pepperoni pizzas. I pull up because I get the email saying, "Oh, your order is ready. Your pizza's ready." I pull up, and you're supposed to press like the buttons on the fucking.
I know what you're talking about.
That little box, the locker, and you press.
They got the Amazon locker for pizzas.
Yeah, and so I pull up. It says my name on the little locker pizza thing, and then I'm like, all right. I look at the number where my pizza was supposed to be. There's nothing there. It's empty. And I pressed the fucking numbers, like, just to see if, like, maybe they get, like, a bell in the back or something. Nothing came out. So I go up to the lady. I mean, there was nobody there at the fucking register, first of all. They were just I was just there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I hate Little Caesars because every time you pull up there, there's nobody at the register. They're all just in the back.
They're all just bullshitting.
Yeah, just bullshitting. But anyway, this like high schooler girl comes out, and I was like, oh, how can I help you? I'm like, yo, I pressed the numbers. I've been waiting for my pizza, and then they're like, all right, it'll be like 5 minutes. I'm like, what? Like, it says it's ready in the email.
Yeah, dude. Why would you send me the email that it was ready if it wasn't fucking ready?
Yeah, and then I see some guy come in, and he asked for 2 pepperoni pizzas. And like he didn't have an order place. He just asked for them.
Yeah.
And then they just handed him the pizzas.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Those are my goddamn pizzas.
I was like, were those mine, dude? Like, what the fuck?
Those were for sure your pizzas.
Yeah, and then like a couple minutes later, they gave me mine. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, dude, some major horseshit. I hate that shit. Yeah, so the DMV was bullshit, but I gotta get my vanity plate. Once I got up to the counter, it was real easy. After the whole thing, they called me in like immediately, so I didn't get put at the bottom of the list. But I got my plate. My favorite band is called Me Without You. It's all one word, so I got Me Without You as a license plate, but instead of without, it's just WO, so it says MEWOYOU.
Yeah, it's just abbreviations.
Yeah, I'm excited as hell about it. I posted it to the fan group and, got quite a bit of reactions. I'm a part of the fan page on Facebook. Yeah,
damn,
for this
you're
band.
like a hardcore fan, dude.
Yeah, dude. I've told stories about this band, how I got to sing with the lead singer. I've told you that story.
Oh, yeah, and you told him that like he was a piece of shit or something.
Yeah, that the song sucked and it was the most embarrassing moment of my life. No, I said it slapped and he hurt. I said slapped. So if he heard wrong, he heard wrong. That's not my fault.
What? It sucks.
Song sucks. Yeah. So I did that this morning. It's Friday the 13th. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh, Friday the 13th.
I have a few Friday the 13th tattoos. Do you have any Friday the 13th tattoos?
I have no tattoos, bro.
Did you know about that?
No, I heard they're like, what, $13?
Yeah, plus $7 tip, so it's a $20 tattoo. I think I'm going to go get one. Before I go pick up my son, I'm going to go see if the line is long, and I might wait, like an hour or so to get a Friday the 13th tattoo. I have 1, 2, 3 already, so I want to get.
Sick. Are you gonna get one for your son too?
I have one for my son. I have a Spider-Man.
No, you'd get one on him.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna get a couple tattoos.
Yeah, me and my boy are gonna go get a little tattoo together. Yeah, so I'm gonna sign the waiver. My 3-year-old's gonna get a face tat.
Sick.
Yeah, dude.
Get a teardrop.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. That's one of my things. It's like I've done it for the last few Friday the 13th, and I don't want to miss out. So I think I'm going to go do that and wait in the line, which I don't fucking wait in lines. Do you wait in lines?
No, I hate lines, dude.
I hate them.
That's why I get VIP to everything, because I'd rather skip some fucking lines.
Yeah, I'm not waiting. When we go to Disney, dude, my wife's like, oh, let's save the money to not have to pay for the fat. I'm like, no, we're paying for the fast passes because I am not waiting in this line. I paid enough to get in here. I'll pay the extra $20 a person to skip the line, dude.
Yeah. That's how it is when you go to like Disneyland or any amusement parks. You got to wait in like 3-hour lines, and then next thing you know, you rode like 3 rides, and it's fucking 10 o'clock, and you're like, what the fuck?
Unless you pay to skip the line, baby.
Yeah,
like you can do it without. You just gotta plan it.
You ever seen that South Park episode where like Cartman was like complaining about lines?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Well, it was like I think he like, I forgot what the fucking episode was called, but it was like a Pee Wee Park or some shit, or Pee Park, and then like it was like a water park filled with pee. I don't know. I'm not doing it justice, but it was a funny episode.
Yeah.
But I hate lines too. Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah. It's one of my, like, if there's a line for a bathroom, I'll just wait. I'll hold it. I'll do, like, if there's one of my biggest pet peeves is having to wait to pay, like wait in line at a register. Like, I should not have to wait to pay for it. If I'm shopping somewhere and you go into a little seat and there's nobody at the counter and I'm ready to pay and you're not there to accept my money, I should be able to walk out for free.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
What, you'd walk out with the pizza?
No, just whatever, when you go to like, when you're shopping for pants or whatever, and you go and you're ready to check out and there's nobody at the register, or let's say they got 5 fucking people walking around the store going, hey, do you need any help? Is there anything I can help you find? No, motherfucker, I don't need help looking for pants.
Yeah.
But there's one person ringing people up and there's a line of people waiting to get rung up, and I get in that line and I have to wait when those guys could come over and jump on registers and start ringing people up, make that line move faster. You know, that's just, again, it's one of my, I used to work in retail management, and that's what was one of the things I'd be like, no one waits to pay. Like, do not, you know, if you see a line, you jump on a register, you open it up, because nobody waits to pay.
Yeah, no, that I could see how that could be a pet peeve. You know, like I was at the smoke shop not too long ago, and like when I walk into the smoke shop, I know what I want. Just a pack of raw papers with the tips. I get those and a lighter, and I'm out. And like I walked into the one down the street, and there was like 5 people in the store. 3 of them were like crackheads, and like legit, like they didn't know what they want. They kept looking around. I don't know if they were trying to steal something. Yeah. But they're like talking to the store guy, and they're like, oh, like what's this flavor like, or what's this hookah thing do? And then there was another old lady with another store clerk guy, like, I don't know if he wants those cigarettes, or I'm looking for these kind of cigarettes. And I was like standing there for like 5 minutes. And I'm just like I looked probably impatient, because I'm like, fuck, I just want to get these papers and dip. And then like, I was like, fuck this. I just walked out. I turned around.
Good for you.
Like as soon as I was getting to the door, I guess one of the smoke shop guys noticed. He's like, hey, come back. And I was like, no, I'm fucking out of here. Because I knew what I wanted. I don't like to bullshit.
Dude, no, I'm the same way. Like when I go to my smoke shop, if there's a line of people, it's the most frustrating thing. And it's always the vapors. It's the vape guys who are like, well, no, I don't want that flavor. No, not that one. I want that
one. I want the fucking.
You're out of that one.
The Huckleberry fucking.
I want the
leather belt.
Yeah, I want the. I want the Marvel green apple blueberry smist. You know.
Yeah, I want the fucking jellyfish pizza flavor with the 6-volt battery.
We're trying to riff so hard here.
So, all right, keep going. We want banana bus berry peanut butter flavor.
Yeah, I want the peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Dude, just the classic. I want horchata flavor.
Do you guys have a vape in Canadian bacon flavor?
Canadian bacon margarita? Or no, Canadian. I'm looking for the Bloody Mary with Canadian bacon in it.
I'm looking for
Bloody Mary vapor flavored vape.
I'm looking for Aunt Jemima's maple toe syrup.
Yeah, I think we ran that one dry.
Yeah.
We're working on riffs here, guys. We're actually doing it.
That was a good riff exercise.
That was a good riff exercise, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of exercise, you hit the gym.
No, dude, I refuse. I refuse to hit any gym.
Same. Skate park's my gym.
Only thing I'm hitting is my wife. Bam,
bam. A wife beater.
Wife beater joke. No,
Sick.
My wife would beat me up. Genuinely. Could your chick beat you up?
Yeah, she's pulled my hair a couple times.
Yeah.
Fucking threw her phone at me, but we're past that.
Yeah. No, I feel you. My wife definitely is like punched my arm or leg, like when I scared her or some shit like that, or got her with a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter was pissed at me the other day. She like, dude, I'm gonna share that. She like holds her shit in because she's like afraid. It's one of her things. Like little kids for whatever reason don't like shitting because then she clogs the toilet. Dude, she takes these massive man shits.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Massive man shits.
So she holds it in for like a couple days and just drops a bomb.
Like weeks. One time we were like, when's the last time you gone poop? She's like, I don't know, like last month. And we're like, Jesus, dude.
What the fuck?
Dude, I shit you not. She took a shit and it was the size of a Red Bull can.
Bro.
Like a 12.4
That's
ounce.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. She clogs the toilet and I'm like, so
Dude,
my wife, I'm sitting there on the couch and my wife's like, out of nowhere, she's like, hey, Jay, if you shit your pants, and what do you do with the underwear? And my daughter goes like, throw them away. And I went up into the bathroom because my wife was looking for laundry through this laundry pile in the bathroom, and there was like, just like a shitty pair of underwear. So she like didn't make it. I'm sorry, sorry, Jay-Z, if you ever hear this, you're gonna be bummed. But yeah, I'm putting you on blast. She's only 9, so whatever. Yeah, so she pretty much shit her pants and just like left the underwear in the bathroom, and it's like that skid mark is not coming out. So I sit there and I go, I go, Skid City, bitch.
Skid City, Skid Row.
And she got so mad. My daughter did, and ran up the stairs. And then I got out of the shower and I was like, if you were a character on SpongeBob, I'd call you Skidward. And she was, my wife, I was telling my friend this, and she said that, it's good for parents to be their children's first bully. So I'm bullying my daughter.
Yeah, you got to teach them, man. You got to
just a little bit.
Show them who's boss sometimes. But damn, that's a funny one. Skid City.
Hey,
I do the same time though, but I do the same thing though, dude. Whenever I shit my pants, I throw that.
Yeah, you gotta throw the undies
away, bro.
I trusted a fart yesterday. Speaking of that, dude,
you trusted it?
I trusted it. It was a little wet, dude. I was clean. I was in the clear, but I definitely was like, I waddled to the bathroom. I was like, ooh,
I gotta check this.
Yeah, when's the last time you shit yourself?
Damn, dude. I think it was when I was drinking fucking whiskey and ginger ale.
Yeah, whiskey gingers.
Yeah, that's a dirty combo, especially you had Mexican food earlier that day. You had some chorizo in your system and you drink whiskey later.
Yeah.
That's a bad move, dude. I can't remember the exact time, but there's been times where I'm at work and it's like a hungover day. I'm just fucking at work trying to make it through. I'm drinking water and tea and shit. And then as soon as I get some coffee in my system in the morning and I'm at work and then I feel it coming in my stomach.
Yeah, shit o'clock.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is shit o'clock time. But maybe I could let one out.
Oh damn.
And then, but you try to let one out. I'm away from the plants, mind you. I'm I'm by an AC unit. I'm like, yo, let me blow this out the door or something. Because I don't want anybody to smell this because it could be dangerous. But yeah, there's been moments where I fart and I'm like, oh, that one felt kind of the temperature was hot on that.
Yeah, dude.
So maybe I got to check this.
Speaking of that, dude, one time, I don't think I specifically told this story. I was at a Me Without You concert and I had taken a couple tabs of acid.
Yeah. And
I was tripping balls, and it was I was in the middle of the crowd. It was just me, and then the crowd would be back, and it was wild visuals, tripping balls, my favorite band's on stage, and I'm jumping, and I squeeze and clench my butt, because I'm jumping, and I felt something squirt, and I was like, oh shit, I just shit my pants at this concert. This is the worst possible thing ever. And I went to I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, I had to go wipe and check. It was just sweat, dude.
It was just sweat?
Yeah, I didn't shit at all. But
good thing.
Dude,
false alarm.
But I was tripping way too hard to and then I went up to the merch table, tripping balls, and I was gonna buy some merch. And then the guy goes, "Are you Harrison Dye?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I think I've told this one. Yeah. And he was like, because I tried to send
you blowing up my DMs.
Yeah. Did you send me an email about getting free shirts? And I was like, yeah. That was that time. Yeah. But I was fucking.
Damn, almost
shit my pants. I thought I shit my pants, but I didn't. Thank God, dude. It would have been a big time bummer.
Shit, I thought you were about to shit your pants on the street or throw up on the street in Arts District the other night.
Yeah, dude, we went to Rebar. We had I had 3 mystery beers and they were all different. And I had this weird lager. It was, I don't even know, black can. This lager, it was shitty. And then I don't really like IPAs, but he was trying to hook me up with a more bang for my buck. So the bartender was cool and he was looking through and found me an IPA, and so I got an IPA, and I was drinking that.
Wait, was that the last can you got, or the second one?
And then the last can was the hazy IPA, which I was excited for. That was a tall boy. He specifically grabbed me a tall boy.
Yeah,
Billy did the bartender, and was hooking me up, and then you asked me to trade for your Rainier that you got, and I drank the Rainier, and it did not sit well with the other two. The lager and the IPA, and I spit, but I didn't puke.
Yeah.
I was proud of that. I held it in.
Yeah, because when you're mixing different flavors of beers, it's not like mixing a fucking smoothie of berries. You're mixing fucking, different barleys, wheats, and alcohols and fucking people's broken dreams in there. Because, the IPAs they be coming out with be some weird names. They're fucking my depressed daughter's.
Depressed daughter's IPA.
My depressed daughter IPA or
Or like 9-year-old Skid Marks IPA.
9-year-old Skid Row.
Skid Row. Yeah, dude. The beers,
pure
the
might
beers
taste
are
like shit IPA.
the beers are just like, what's the least they have? You know, like they have that open beer house. You know, that's just like beer. That's the new thing. Is just
like a basic thing.
The most minimalist name.
Yeah, just like a beer that's
Piss
called
water.
Yeah, or like just a beer that's like nice
beer.
Yeah, I drink that.
I would drink nice beer.
Nice beer. All right.
Can I have a nice beer? That dude, we should start a beer company called Nice Beer.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then it'll just taste just like PBR. We're gonna go to the makers of we're gonna go to makers of PBR and then just be like, hey, can you just bottle us some nice beer?
Yeah.
A nice one.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We'll get the patent on the word nice.
Nice cold beer.
Nice beer.
It's called cold beer. Have a cold beer. Yeah, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nice beer with like a thumbs up on it. Keep it super basic.
Yeah.
So when you're drinking it, it's just got like a thumb on it, and then you have two thumbs up.
Hell yeah. I like that.
That's actually kind of cool. Right?
That is kind of cool.
All right, we came up with that.
Yeah, don't steal our idea.
Stamp.
Don't steal our idea. Yeah, so you know how last week something cool happened? Manifestation, you know, homeowner type thing, how I was manifested the fact that I wanted a home in the same neighborhood that I was in. That was 3 bedrooms. And we found it. God damn it. And we found it. And so that's pretty cool. And then last episode, we were talking about ashtrays and how I started getting a little ashtray collection. And then I wanted specifically a uranium glass ashtray. Yeah. Well, that 2 days later, we filmed on Saturday. On Monday, I was walking through this antique mall that I found the other 2 ashtrays at, and I was looking at the same shelves that I was looking at, and there was a fucking uranium glass ashtray. And I fucking bought that thing. It was $25.
We talked about it on the last pod.
Yeah, so I
manifested for uranium fucking ashtrays, and he found one.
And I found one. Isn't that fucking crazy? I manifested it, dude, because it wasn't there 2 days before, and then it was there, and I fucking bought it. It glows in the dark. You saw the picture of it actually glowing under. Well, it glows with UV light, but you know it's sick. So
that's fucking sick.
I found my grail. Good things are coming. I'm going to get an email here soon about skanks. That's my hope. So I'm manifesting.
Yeah, manifest that, man.
Do you believe in manifestation?
Yeah, I believe in it somewhat. You know, I'm just trying to manifest fucking a bag of chips after this. I'll probably get the munchies.
Yeah, dude. I
think it works. Like when you're sitting there and you want something really bad and maybe you put a little action in it.
Yeah.
You know, things will happen.
Yeah, I think action for sure. You know, but when it's on the forefront of your mind, dude, I don't know. I'm just kind of lucky. I was playing a little free tournament on a new poker app, and I beat 81 people. I won this free tournament this morning.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you get some money?
Not real money, but it could be used, I think, essentially for real money. But you know, it was pretty cool.
I got to get on that app, dude. I got to get my poker game up.
Yeah, dude. So
yeah, do you like playing on the real tables?
I want to go play on the real tables. If I didn't have my kids, we'll go play at Poker Palace, the ghetto.
Where's Poker Palace?
North Vegas.
Ooh, North Vegas.
Off Las Vegas Boulevard. You know, it's by the swap meet, that Mexican outdoor swap meet.
Broadacre swap meet.
I think over on Las Vegas Boulevard. And yeah.
Yeah, it's right by there.
Yeah, by the Silver Nugget.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out Silver Nugget.
Hell yeah, those little like off the strip casinos. I heard they have better odds.
The dive bars, dude, and they have dollar. They have one. It's like $3 blackjack or something like that. So you can sit down. We could play some black. They only ever have like one table going, and it's always full. But we can sit down and play some blackjack while we wait for the poker tournament. I'll just save up some money.
Yeah, blackjack I'm down for. I'm always down for a good game of blackjack.
Do you know how
that
to
one's
count cards?
Easy, right? Yeah, it's because that's the one where you hit 21, right?
Yeah. So you,
I know how to count cards pretty quick.
I can count. It's hard. There's an app that I have that teaches you. Shout out Blackjack Apprentice.
Yeah.
But it's like $3 for the app, but then it trains you on how to count cards. It's hard to do it in real life. Like I know how to do it. I can do it. I just can't do it. Like, you know, I couldn't keep up at an actual table. On the app, I can keep up a little bit, but It's hard.
Yeah.
It's just in practice, it's hard, but it's not hard to do. But blackjack's fun. I just prefer poker because you're playing against other people. So yeah, like today I beat 81 people. I'm pretty decent at poker. I just get, other people get lucky too. You gotta play smart.
I'm pretty decent at games like Limbo.
Limbo? Yeah. You know what I'm really good at?
And fucking balance under it.
You wouldn't, what I'm really good at? You wouldn't believe it? Nope. Twister.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very flexible, dude. I'll have my arms and legs all crisscrossed, applesauced. Yeah. I'm good at Twister.
Twister, dude, that's such like oh man, I haven't played that game in fucking a long time. That's a really old game.
Left hand green, baby.
Yeah, left hand green, right hand blue, right cock yellow.
Put your dick on the yellow space. Yeah, I think they play that at swinger parties.
What, like naked Twister?
Naked Twister. That sounds fun.
That's crazy. I heard that's Tuesday nights at Green Door.
Yeah, Twister is Naked Twister.
Naked Twister nights. Twister Tuesdays.
I know a couple people have shared stories about going to there, and that just seems wild. I don't know if I could.
You ever been there?
No. Have you?
No, never been there.
No, never been there. Don't think I'll ever go. I think I'm good.
I think because it's like it's
a sex club. Oh, by the way, for our listeners who don't know, it's a sex club here in Las Vegas. It's like the oldest one. Yeah. But like I know of people who have gone there and like fucked in front of people, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can do that. Yeah. I did the naked roast. That was terrifying. I don't think I could, have an audience, have guys standing there jerking off, watching.
Yeah, that would be hella weird because it's just like such a dirty feel, a dirty scene, and there's like certainly parts in Vegas that are like very dirty like that. You walk in there like, oh, what am I in? Fucking like the red light district or something?
You walk in there and you're like, I am going to hell.
Yeah, I'm going to hell. This is fucking sin life right here.
I'm a sinner. I'm going to hell.
I mean, they call it Sin City for a reason,
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want, 24-hour city. Like literally, I think we're in like the hot spot of entertainment and like fucking just adult anything, dude. Like there's no place on earth where you could 24/7 drink, party, and fucking go see a hooker on Boulder Highway for fucking $40.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I've told, this is one of my bits, I've never paid for sex, but I have bartered.
You bartered?
Yeah, dude. Do you remember Craigslist?
Yeah.
So Craigslist used to have the casual encounters page, which when I was like 17, 18, I would like 17, 18, I would peruse trying to see if I could find a hookup on there. And mostly it was like, gay people, rarely, it just never panned out ever. But one time I saw an ad that was like, we'll trade 420 for BJ. And I was like, oh, she wants some weed and she's willing to suck my dick. Let me see if this is true. Hit her up. She responded. It was like some older lady. I show up at her hotel that she was staying at and we drove up a road. She gave me the best beach of my life one of the best beaches of my life. and like at the end, I went to give her like maybe an eighth. And she took a look and she's like, nah, it's not enough. And like,
really?
Yeah, she got pissed because I tried to like short her a little bit.
Like maybe an eighth. It was like 2.9.
Yeah, I didn't like weigh it out, but it was like a couple of and then she, so essentially for an eighth of weed, this lady, that's the only time I didn't pay for it. Would you consider that paying for it or?
It's more like a trade.
It's a barter. It's a trade.
It's a trade. Yeah. That's an even trade. I think about an eighth of weed for a BJ.
Yeah. I think that's a trade.
Yeah, especially she's an older lady. She's an older lady.
I can't. Yeah, she was like.
She have to take her dentures out.
Like, I wish. She was like
get gummed down
in her 50s.
In her 50s, damn.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, that's a story there.
Man. I remember. I remember the Craigslist days. You used to see a lot of weird ads on there. When I was younger, like I was probably too young to try to engage with some of those women, but like I remember seeing like weird ads. It's like, oh, just like I'm a old lady, haven't talked to a guy in years, I haven't touched a man, and I just want to be fucking held down and dick down or whatever these crazy bitches say. But
Yeah.
I remember seeing those ads and I'm like, damn, there's actually a whole community of people here on Craigslist that are fucking just looking.
Most of the time, those are fake or they're hooker. You know what I mean?
They're either fake. They could be dudes and
they're
pedophiles.
Dudes. Yeah. I got lucky. I would say the fact that I showed up and it was a lady. You know, I got fucking lucky.
Yeah.
I didn't care that she was old. It was just a lady. So that was my.
She's a lady.
It's a lady.
Whoa. Dude, I remember I did a show on the Downtown Theater at Notoriety.
Yeah. How'd that go?
You know how they do those like every weekend? And it's the same venue as Skankfest, bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
It was like one night there I did a show and I did all right. I was doing some crowd work and like fucking telling some jokes. Then afterwards, this group of 5 old ladies, they come up to me and I was showing with Gabe Nolasco.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, so we're both sitting there smoking in front, looking like some cool guys. And then these 5 old ladies come up to us. They're like, "Oh, you guys are so funny, blah blah blah. You should come with us to the Golden Nugget Bar."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "All right, I might be down." And then Gabe was like, "I gotta go back to my family." And those ladies leave. Gabe was like, "You should go to that bar, dude." I was like, "Should?"
He should, dude. You missed out.
I missed out because it was like, and then one of the old ladies, she seems like a what's her name? Like a hot kind of Paris Hilton, but like older looking.
Oh damn!
Like nice looking white lady, and she was like, "Do you have any weed?" And at that time, it didn't have any weed. But I'm like, damn, this would have been the perfect.
You missed your opportunity. You would have definitely hooked up with that old lady.
I hooked up with 5 old ladies one night.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of weed, it's not weed. It's close to it though. It's CBDs. This episode we are sponsored by Zynn World CBD. Go to ZynnWorld.com. That's ZynnWorld.com. Promo code HAGS for all your CBD needs, dude. We got these CBD drops that our sponsor hooked us up with. They help with anxiety and stress, inflammation. They have products for your dogs. They have products for your joints, your aches, your pains.
Yeah, they got products for for everything. Like I like using the topical. Mm-hmm. And, whenever I'm skating, I have a long day, my legs hurt. I'll just put that topical all over my legs. And it's got me, like, rejuvenated. I think I feel a little bit like my legs got a little bit younger looking.
Yeah.
CBD really works. It helps me out a lot. And I like putting this, shit to work. I use it in my daily regimen. And, me and Harrison both take this shit all the time. And it's fucking good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's it's nice, pure, high quality, premium CBD. So yeah. Go to ZynnWorld.com, ZynnWorld.com, promo code HAGS, HAGS, and you'll get a discount in your purchase. So thank you, Zynn World.
Thank you, Zynn World.
So, that's that. I've been just been chilling lately. I trying to think. I'm just excited about this house. I'm gonna have to do a lot of yard work though, and like some maintenance. We got to change the carpet to hardwood. Well, that's what we want to do. So I got to learn how to do some of that stuff. Do you know how to build or anything like? Have you ever done any construction or anything like that?
Not really, but I could probably help you landscape some shit. Like if you want to do a garden or something, I could definitely help out with that. I'm gonna
wait until the summer's over. That's for sure. I'm not fucking.
Oh yeah, you don't want to garden out in this heat.
No, we can't. It's because there's like the backyard has like a paved sidewalk, but then on either side it's just gravel, and we want to get rid of the gravel and put in some AstroTurf and some pavers and stuff like that. And so,
sick.
So I'm gonna wait to do that. There's this, the downstairs has some, it's just like red tile. It's the 80s. So the house has some cosmetic stuff in the sense that, you're like, this needs to be updated. Yeah. So there's some of that. Me and my dad once built, my parents moved to a smaller house right as I was high school, and I had to move back home, and they didn't have a room for me. So we turned our carport, / garage carport into a room. Like we built a wall, we framed it up. We did everything but the electrical. Me and my dad did the drywall. We did, the ceiling, the roof. We did all of it. It was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I know how to do, like, I'm pretty handy. It's just all about having the right tools to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty handy too. If like I got instructions,
Yeah.
you know, that's all I need. I got the blueprints, you know. I could put a fucking table together or some shit.
Build furniture.
Yeah, build furniture, you know, move a couch in.
Yeah,
but
dude.
like when it comes to like fucking building like a whole like new fucking bathroom or some shit like that is kind of hard. Like even like switching out a sink or like fucking switching out a toilet. I haven't done things like that, but that's like when you know you're like, oh shit, I'm becoming a real like handyman.
Yeah.
When you have your own house, you got to start doing those things.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of excited about that, you know, that opportunity. Because when you rent, you just like, you don't give a shit. It's not your place. So why would you fix anything up? Because, you know, that's just extra work for nothing. But when it's your own place, you know, you kind of take more pride in it.
Yeah, and then the more you put in it, the more you get out of it. You know, your house just goes up in value. You make your place look fucking nicer.
I'm gonna dig out and make my own dungeon.
A dungeon
for sex.
Fucking
yeah, just play.
I thought you were gonna
I'll make a sex dungeon.
I thought you were gonna do Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
dude, it's gonna be Dungeons and fucking sex dragons.
There's this video I saw online of this like, she's got to be autistic, of this woman who's like building a tunnel underneath her house. Like down in her basement, she started to like dig, and she rented essentially one of those big old, you know, those construction site dumpsters, the giant ones.
Yeah.
She's rented one of those, put it in her garage. The HOA complains, but she's like filled that up with rock that she has just like digging a hole underneath her house or under. It's crazy kind of work.
She's like, okay, she's literally making a whole underground dungeon.
It's not even like a tunnel. It's not even like a room or anything. She's just digging a tunnel. It's fucking crazy, dude.
That's commitment, dude. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, for why? You know, she doesn't even explain like why she's building this tunnel.
Wait, this is one of your neighbors?
No, it's this lady on Instagram or something that I've seen on YouTube. Yeah, series of reels. She's got an account where she shares. Sorry, my back hurts. She's got an account where she shares her stories of her digging out her fucking tunnel.
Damn.
Crazy bitch, dude.
Yeah, that's like if us, like we were trying to take out our pool and just start fucking digging underground. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what, let's just start make another underground fucking house right here.
Just start digging. Yeah.
I think about that. Like, can you, like, if you have a house that's one story and you own your house, can you just keep building on top? Do they limit your ass?
You have to get permits.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do any kind of building, the truth. But yeah, that would be sick to start just building your own
hotel.
levels. Yeah. You have the tallest house in the fucking, you just little rink-a-dink shacks that are built up on top of each other. Yeah. That's what they do in China and shit. That's what they do in other third world countries. They just start building on top of each other.
They just build up.
In India, dude, and then they have those fucking earthquakes and those places come crumbling down, dude. Topsy-turvy. They come crumbling
down. Like a damn Lego set.
Like the fucking Tropicana when it got blown up, dude.
Damn. R.I.P. Tropicana.
Rip the Trop. Yeah, dude. So
I think it's crazy how people live in those like super densely populated like areas that are just like either built on top of each other or all underground. Like like New York, from what I heard, has like a lot of underground spots. Like,
that's crazy. If you think about it, everything in New York is built on top of each other. Everybody lives in apartments. Yeah, underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in that movie. You ever seen Gangs of New York? The old Leo DiCaprio movie with Daniel Day-Lewis.
I seen it when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It.
But they have they go underground. You know, they go underground in old New York. Everybody, that's just crazy. Where do you put all that dirt? That's my thing. Is where do you put all that dirt?
Yep.
But
they just throw it away and just throw it in the ocean or something.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like I'm gonna dig this gravel out of my backyard, and I'm like, where do I put this gravel?
Or just take it to Sunset Park or something.
Yeah, that's
just get rid of it. Oh, that's so terrible. All right, no, I don't want Parks and Rec to come after us. We're good. Their parks are awesome. Keep it safe.
That's funny. Yeah, I gotta dump it somewhere. Who knows? But take care of that.
Yeah, you ever see those guys that like get super mad at like their ex-wives, and they gotta pay them in child support, so they'll like just go to their house and dump thousands of pennies.
Oh yeah. Do all that type of shit. Yeah. Yeah, the mostly I see those videos of people try and pay like HOA fees or, you know, tickets and bills and stuff like that. Petty shit. They're trying to be the most petty people. And then they always like, you got to have it rolled. You got to have it rolled. That's the argument is, no, I don't. No, I don't have to have it rolled.
No, I don't. Show me the fucking papers.
Count it. Have fun counting.
Have fun counting 1,000,000 pennies.
I would just take them at their word. If it was me, I truly would. I'd be like, all right, I guess we got to take these pennies. Would you, if you owned a business and somebody tried to pay you in pennies, would you take them out of spite? You have to, though. That's the law, right?
I think because it is a valid form of currency.
Yeah, it's legal tender.
At that point, I think I just melt them down into copper.
Yeah, I'd just start paying pennies everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Throwing money at strippers, throwing pennies at strippers.
Yeah, cha-ching.
You know a mean thing that I used to hear about? Like, I don't know if anybody ever did it, but it was something my buddy said he could do. He's like, take your cigarette lighter from your car. This is the old days when they had cigarette lighters. Put like a quarter or a penny on it, heat it up, and then like have a homeless person come up and dump a hot penny into their hand.
That's fucked. What, like,
it's such a mean, like,
what, like you see,
it's
like
such an evil prank.
you're at the fucking light, and then there's just a homeless dude on the median, and you're like, oh, look, he's coming.
Let me fuck his hand up.
Damn, that's so mean. Just embroidered a fucking Lincoln on his hand. Or who's on the penny? Is it Lincoln?
Yeah, it's Lincoln. You're right. Yeah, that's my nick. That's my nephew's name is Lincoln. Linka Dink, Linka Stink.
Linka Stink. Linkler. Dude, that's such a mean prank. Do you give money to homeless people?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If I feel it, dude, there's sometimes I see the same one. You know, like something will tell me to, and I will. You know what I did? I'll make myself feel good. I saw this homeless guy last winter, and I had an extra hoodie in my car, and he was having he literally had plastic wrapped around him. Like, that's what he was using to try and, like, break the wind because it was fucking cold out, and he had shorts on. And I went and I said, hey, you want a sweater? And he was like, yeah, you know. And I went and I was like, I'll be right back. Ran to my car, grabbed the sweater, brought it over to him. And it was a sick tie-dye hoodie that had this, like, graphic on it. You know, I don't know. I was like, it's kind of a loud sweater, but here you go, brother. And he asked me for a hug. And then he whispered in my ear, he said, thanks for seeing me as a human. So
damn.
Yeah, I do nice things for homeless people.
That's very nice. I think, I mean,
do you do nice things for homeless people?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, not often, because I'm just like a germaphobe. I just don't really want to be next to homeless people, but
yeah, they're disgusting.
Like, I'll tell you a story. Yeah.
So
I was at the skate park.
We're obviously kidding.
Yeah, I was at the skate park, and I was skating there with the homie. We're at Winchester Park.
Yeah.
And this, like, I see a homeless dude approaching the park with, like, his big-ass shopping cart. And he's, like, the park has a gate. Like, you have to enter through, like, the gate to get into the park. And he's, like, approaching the gate and starts, like, coming in with his damn shopping cart. I'm like, what is he about to drop in with this fucking shopping cart? And then, like, I'm just chilling there. I'm smoking a joint, and he walks up to me. He's like, hey, man, can I hit that? And then in my head, I was like, this is the last of my weed. And I haven't really smoked all day. And then I told him, I was like, no, man, you can't hit this.
Dude, I would have let him hit it.
And then he was like, all right. And then I just kind of skated away.
Yeah. See, you're an evil person, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
that's greedy weedy, man. That's some weedy
Afterwards,
greedy.
I felt bad. I was like, damn, maybe I should have.
You should have hit it a few times and then gave him
the joint, right?
Yeah. And
I didn't think like that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah,
I may sound like an asshole, but I don't know, dude. I was like,
no, I get it because you don't want to.
I didn't want anybody to hit my weed. I hardly get weed.
Yeah, if you didn't have any weed. But I think that is a genius move. If I was homeless and I was looking to smoke some weed, I would go to the skate park because
Yeah.
stoners, you know, skate. You know,
Yeah, but like,
skaters
here's
smoke
what
weed.
happened. So like after I skated away, he put his shopping cart like kind of by the exit. So like I was like blocked in there.
Yeah,
now.
you had to push his shit
I was
out of the
like,
way to get
fuck,
out.
dude. And then like after I finished the joint, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave the park because he was just lingering around there, and I had told him no.
Yeah, yeah.
So at this point, I just felt bad.
It's like going to a bar and denying a girl, and then she just hangs out and
just
stands.
hangs out.
She just continues to sit her next to you at the bar.
Oh, that's funny. I have a story about that after this at Rebar that happened the other day ago.
Yeah.
Oh, but so as I was leaving the skate park, that guy's like looking at me leave. He's like, "Don't touch my shopping cart." I'm like, "Fuck your shopping cart, dude!" And I just like walked around it and left.
Yeah, he was pissed at you, dude. He was like, "Yeah, you can't have my shit. Well, don't be touching my shit."
Yeah, I was like, "I don't want nothing from your shopping cart." Oh man, that was a dick move of me. I'm sorry, guy, shopping cart guy, if you're listening to this.
It's all right.
If I see you, I'll get you some weed.
He probably found his weed.
But
weed finds a way. I share weed because I always like, if I'm at a concert or something like that and I see people smoking and I don't have anything on me, I'll go up to them and I'll say, "Hey, can I have a hit of that?" You know, like,
oh yeah,
and they'll always say yes. You know, people will always typically say yes.
That's true.
I've never been told no. So you got to have good weed karma. You got to share weed.
I've hit a few random joints at EDC.
Yeah, I bet.
Somebody's just in the crowd passing around. I'm like, "Oh shit, can I hit that?"
Yeah.
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 You had a friend with weed. It's, you know, a friend indeed.
I once asked a guy for a hit of his vape, and he like thought I was a cop or security or something like that. And I was like, "No, I'm just watching Dead Mouse trying to get stoned here, man."
Trying to get stoned, dude. Oh, yeah. I was hanging out at Rebar with some of the comics.
Yeah.
And I think it was already like 10 o'clock or something that Wednesday night. Everybody seemed pretty like hammered. Like we all had a few mystery beers in us. And then this one weird girl, like hella drunk, comes to the table where it was like me, Evan, and JC were there.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like talking to us like hella weird, like drunk, slurring her words and saying like, "Oh, what the fuck are you guys doing here?" And blah, blah, blah. Like some weird Latina girl.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like talking to Evan, and then she keeps looking at me like to the right. She's like, "So when are you leaving here? When are you leaving here?" And I'm like, "What? I'm with my friends." And she just kept looking at me like with these weird eyes. And then I was like, "Yo, this bitch is tripping."
This bitch was trying to fuck you.
Probably, but she was like some weird,
If you were a player
looking crackhead.
yeah, if you were a player, you would be deadly.
Yeah, but shit.
But you're not. You're a nice boy.
Thanks, man.
And you're taken again, dude. You got a nice girlfriend.
Got my nice girly.
Got his
Yeah, she's
girlfriend
cool,
back,
man.
dude.
I love that girl. You know,
That's good,
I'm
man.
not a player. You know, the game is, you know, it's crazy game out there. I don't really.
You're a lover, not a hater.
Lover, not a hater. But anyways, yeah, that girl was tripping, and then so I was telling JC and Evan, I was like, "Hey man, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle." And we're walking out, and this girl starts following us. So I was like, "Yo, this is weird. This is getting kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit the corner." She hits that corner, and I'm like, "Yo, we hit another. We did like a U-turn,
Yeah.
And then she finally stopped following us.
Stalker.
I was like, what is going on?
She was a dude. She was trying to kill you guys.
She was a dude. Rainbow flag.
Yeah, rainbow flag.
It's crazy to go out there in Pride Month.
That is funny. Dude, they got protests for that. Never mind. I want to get political.
Well, they did a protest downtown. Did you see that?
No, what were they? Yeah, they were protesting ICE.
I think it was on Wednesday night too.
Yeah, it was on because when we were at Rebar, I was sitting there and Billy was like, "Hey, what are you up to tonight?" And the guy was like, "I'm gonna go protest at 7." And Billy was like, "Huh? What are you protest?" And the guy's like, "ICE," and he's like, "All right, man," and then like walked away.
All right, man. So
Yeah.
you don't want any ice in your cup?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like it hot out here, huh?
Like it hot out here, no ice.
Yeah. So
damn, that's
I have
funny.
I have no skin in the game in that. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think like protesting is like, you know, it sends a message, right? As long as you're doing it peacefully, you don't want to be fucking up the city. I think they shut that shit down like real quick. From what I heard, they fucking shut that shit down.
Oh yeah, they've probably kept it in check.
Yeah, because they were starting to protest around like 7 or 8 o'clock, and I guess they were taking up some of the street. Damn, Burt Mike.
Burt Mike.
They were taking up some of the streets by like El Cortez and shit.
Oh, okay.
And then they brought the fucking LVMPD out there.
Metro Police Department.
Yep.
Stop it. Stop talking. No, I get it.
They
It's
started
all
hitting
right.
people with rubber bullets and smokes. Yeah. Because they just don't want anybody fucking blowing up cars and spray tagging the walls. And
we got tourists out here you got to protect, man. We got Vegas is a nice city, dude. Like,
well, it's pretty chill. We're not involved in LA or New York or Chicago beef. Yeah, like we're our own thing.
Vegas does its own thing and tries to live and let live, I feel.
Yep.
Yeah. But dude, things are going good. I can't complain. I need to go skate more. It is hot though right now, so we got to hit a night session or early morning session.
Yeah, late night session I'm down, early morning session I'm down. I really in general don't like to go out in the summer because I just feel pissed off wherever I go. Like, cause dude, just driving in this heat, it's like hella annoying. Walking anywhere in this heat, it's just.
Yeah, I just washed my car, was drying it off. Honestly, I don't mind this fucking heat, man. Like, I was at work yesterday and I was just standing outside and this guy was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I don't mind this heat. Like,
you're crazy.
I'm just enjoying it.
I don't like this shit at all, dude. I just fucking stay inside and play video games and fucking. I'm cool off the heat.
Speaking of video games, I just been playing League. That's all I've been doing. My wife hates it.
I've been back on Warzone.
Oh, I need to play some Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone's fun.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're at like 50 minutes if we want to wrap it, or do you have time? I don't know. Do you got anything else?
I think I got a couple more things to riff. I did a Donna Joyce podcast.
Oh, how was that?
She was cool, man.
What's it called? Cougars and Cubs or some shit like that?
Cougarlicious.
So you were one of the Cubs in there trying to get the Cougarlicious.
Did I feel a little weird? Yes. Was it a cool podcast? Yeah, it was cool. Donna's funny. But I was in between Donna and Anne Marie, and I don't know if you guys are listening to this because you guys are cool ladies, awesome.
Yeah.
But dude, I was like intimidated in there. I'm like, holy shit, I'm the youngest guy here.
The only guy.
They're calling me eye candy.
Damn.
I had a fucking boner the whole podcast. No, I took a blue chew before I got it.
Right after you had a threesome with them, dude.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Oh my God. Yeah, fucking threesome at McDonald's.
With Donna Joy.
McDonough.
McDonough.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Donna. She's so cool. Yeah. But I feel like I bombed that pod, so I didn't.
That's funny. I'll have to listen to it. I want to hear it just to hear you bomb.
You could hear it, man. Yeah, check it out. If you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, I'll listen to that. Speaking of bombing, dude. On Wednesday, the crowd was so tough, and I had them a little bit.
It was a tough crowd,
and then I bombed this joke. I just bombed my and the joke kind of sucks, but and then I just finished my set with. I had 24 seconds left. I was like, I'm gonna go kill myself. And I got off stage.
And then, dude, there's
so dark.
It was funny when you said that. There was a few people in the audience that looked around like, "Is this guy serious?"
Oh, for real?
Yeah. They were actually concerned.
Oh no, I was just fucking around. But I was just, I was like, yeah, this sucks. Yeah, the crowd was rough, and I went up 21. So
it was rough. They were really up and down.
Yeah, but I had some laughs. But when I don't know, they weren't with it at the end.
Yeah, there was a lot of older people in that crowd, from what I noticed. A couple of young people, but I think mostly
ladies, dude. It was all these groups of girls.
It was ladies' night or
ladies' night at Wise Guys.
Ladies' night. Yeah, I was talking to the fucking group of 5 ladies that was on the right side. Yeah. You know those ladies? I walk up to them. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on, Sex in the City?"
Oh yeah, present day. Yeah. Yeah, the old ladies. That was funny. Old ladies. They, a little crowd riff. You got to pop on that.
Yeah, they chuckled on that.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to that one security guy. I don't know. I got to be better, quicker at rebuttals, or just not do crowd work.
Yeah. Or just not do crowd work.
Just not do crowd work.
No, I asked the same thing. I was like, "Are you guys dating?" And then I was trying to do the married couple thing, and then the cheater thing, and the bed that I do, and it just wasn't working. I just was bombing. Yeah. But. It is what I needed a good bomb.
Yeah, you need a good bomb sometimes. I'm gonna try to go up more this week. I got what gigs do I got coming up?
Are you actually gonna get to do the Rumble or no?
Oh yeah, I guess this time they sent me the waiver for it. So
nice.
I should be locked in for the last Saturday of the month.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there last Saturday of the month. I think it's one of the last Rumbles at Wise Guys
Nice.
Arts District. So, yeah, I'll be there. And then I got my secret mic every Friday at the Goat Bar.
Yeah, I need to go out.
Yeah, pull up. And, yeah, man, you got anything coming up?
No, that's just chilling.
Just chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
Oh, yeah. You still got your gig in Salt Lake, right?
That's October. We'll see if it happens, but yeah.
Yeah, dude. I fucking hope that comes through.
I hope that comes through too.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, Hags. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all those things. That's been it. That's been the pod.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Hags. Peace out. Like and subscribe.